All right, let's fight. Welcome in the ring, folks. Let's fight.
More bells.
Folks, it's great to be with you this evening. It's good to be in the ring with you this evening with my colleague Randolph Critchlow, and we're still at Parliament, believe it or not. The National Assembly is meeting. We're debating one of the financial papers that were brought, well, rather asking questions on that financial paper as we speak. The folks have come to Parliament to ask for a lot of money. There is no plan what they want to do with this money. There is no costing to some of the things that they say they want to do with this money. It's bizarre, bizarre, bizarre. But of course, we must be asking the questions that the people of Ghana want us to ask, and that is part of why we're here this evening. There's a motion up for debate as well, but it doesn't look like we're going to get to that. Nonetheless, folks, as you know, you come in the ring, guys, you have to share the live stream, wherever you're joining us from. Wherever you're joining us from, I see Donna David is there. I see Roxanne Odessa Jacobs, all the fast people. Idol Rodney from New York and Fidel Langhorne, all the folks, Sharmila Simon Carter and Roxanne Odessa, all the folks, all the regulars. I'm so privileged, guys, to have Randy in the ring this evening. Randolph Critchlow, my colleague, to Pashri. And Randy, while I've had a very narrow view of the things occurring in Parliament, because I was focused on my own presentation, prepping for that, Randy has been covering all of the issues that has been transpiring here in the National Assembly. Randy!
Sure. Yes. And I'm happy to be in the ring from the beginning tonight. The beginning of the fight. Here is Pashwe Monday. So I'm ready for Pashwe now. From the beginning. I'm ready to Pashwe. Right, so let me fix my tie because I want to look neat in the ring tonight, man. Right, but I've been listening to what has happened in Parliament today. What's happening in Parliament? Quite interesting, Sharon. And I know that you asked some questions, and we'll get into that a little later down about what happened there. And you know, earlier today on the program, I had a segment called "Have Your Say," and persons were saying, "Why you are going to Parliament? Why the opposition in Parliament?" But as I reminded them, look. These things need to be heard. If we weren't there, if people like yourself weren't there asking questions, the people come and read the bill, they read the motion, they feel that everything is everything, and we don't hear what is happening.
That's what they got. The Guyanese people are behind them 100%, and they just go through. And that is a tragedy that we have. But folks, we gotta reach our magic number before we start. So we encourage you guys to share the live stream. Whether you're joining us on Twitter, whether you're joining us on Facebook, yeah, fast, man. Whether you guys are joining us on YouTube, we are asking you guys to subscribe on YouTube, share on Facebook, retweet on Twitter, get in the discussion. Mimi Hendricks, we see you there. Horace and Lisa and Patricia, Asana, Brenda Nicholson, all you guys, Lenny and Patricia, Biram, good to have all you guys with us this evening. Randy is making sure that he is wide awake and able to do the distance, go to round 12 this evening. Randy, I know you've been at it for most of the day.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm a little tired, but I'm ready. I'm ready to go, Sharon. We have so many things to steal a term from the afternoon rush, from the rush to unpack.
Yeah.
We have so many things to unpack. Unpack. I don't know if you're ready for us to start unpacking. I know we want to, of course.
We're gonna wait. Let the folks share as they come on, guys. We hope you had a good day at work. That you're putting in your pound of flesh, and these people don't got to take back out some of this money at the end of the month. You understand me? Don't come like the PPP, without a plan, right? You gotta work hard, and we are gonna be very supportive of all the things that you guys are doing. Right, we see all of you guys there, Nasha and Auntie Sandra, and Marsha, Sandra Facey, a lot of Sandras on the line. Who knows? In a couple of minutes we could see Mrs. Granger, Siobhan McDonald, all the folks there. Randy, as you are ready to begin, go right ahead. Randy's going to start us off with the hot topics this evening. As soon as he's ready, You got to go.
And I know you want to start with hot topics, but we want to start with the sad topic as we, deal with COVID in our country. And we know we lost a comrade yesterday. I'm hoping that his friends and family are all doing well today, and as they grieve, as their time of bereavement. Mr. Douglas Gittins. I know we have the photo of him at the bottom here. You show the people. A friend, the vice chair of the RDC number 10, and we our thoughts and our prayers. Sherry, do you want to put up the picture?
Yeah.
Yeah. Our thoughts and our prayers are with him. We know today on the show we spoke about it, but we want to just pay our homage here. No, Sherry, I know you may want to say something to us, especially as we deal with this COVID-19.
Yeah, actually, Randy, I had the opportunity during the course of the day to put the question to the installed Minister of Health. Look, you all have come here for more money for vaccines, but we have folks who are taking the vaccines, like our brother Douglas Gittins, who had his first dose and yet succumbed to COVID-19. Are we on the right track? Well, of course, they can say what they got to say. That yes, they think he's saying that they have not found anybody who has taken the second dose who have succumbed to COVID-19, right? They're still saying you could get COVID, but to the extreme, the extreme that you will, succumb to COVID-19, there's a high, there's a very, very high improbability. And so we have heard, for instance, that there are folks, there's a woman in Berbice who took both. I heard of another person, both doses, and still succumb to COVID-19. They're saying they haven't seen any cases where anybody took both doses and have succumbed to COVID-19. We know that our brother Douglas Gittins had his first dose, and yet the man was good 1 minute, I'm telling you, and then he was gone the next, doing the work in Region 10 there, going to Kokwani, going to other places, reporting on the flood, trying to bring relief to these people. And so our thoughts and our prayers go out to his family, his friends, his loved ones, the RDC, the whole community there in London. We were shocked. We were in an outreach in Region 6 MPs when we got the news, and shock and disbelief because our brother was hard at work.
Let me say this, Sharon. I remember, yesterday, we were having the meeting, as you said, in Region Number 6, and MP Devin Sears, who is a good friend of Douglas Gittins, both of them from Region Number 10, when he walked into the meeting and they were now announcing this thing as the leader of the opposition took a moment of silence for Mr. Gittins, it was a shock to him, because he said he spoke to him a day before, day or two before, and he told him to hang in there and stuff. But Mr. MP Sears broke down. He had to go in his car. It was a real shock, as you said. He had to go in his car and compose himself. It is a real sad situation, Sherrod. Sad.
Yeah, you don't know. Look, like I feel like I just want to get out of 2021 because it is so much death, right? If 2020 was the year of despair, 2021 is the year of death. And I am tired. We've lost so many persons. We've lost so many colleagues and comrades. And Frank, them talking about, how they took over COVID from New AFC. But we were able to say there were 21 deaths when you all took over fraudulently installed. Now they are over 400 deaths. There were 474 confirmed cases, now 4,000. Now they're over 17,000, if not over 18,000. Every day people dying from COVID. So what the hell are you guys talking? You all have no plan whatsoever.
This just underscores, Jared, the fact that he took the vaccine and the first dose and still and there are persons who are saying who are reported to take both. This underscores the importance of taking the vaccine, because you want to protect, you want to give yourself the best chance. You want to give yourself the best chance of surviving. So, this...
That has been our encouragement to folks. That has been our encouragement. We have never said to anybody, do not take the vaccine. We have said to folks, as far as possible, get all the information. It is very important whether on the vaccine or any other issue, that you equip yourself with information. You know, Rand, you always talk about credible and valid information. And after you've gotten that information, right, and you have satisfied yourself, and you feel that you're in a position to take the vaccine, go right ahead. I cannot instruct anybody to take the vaccine. We know some workplaces have been trying to do that with their staff, but the installed government has come out to say that it is illegal to force staff to take the vaccine and so forth. They say one thing, but they encourage something else. Just like how even with enforcing the COVID regulations, they say one thing, but they encourage something totally different. But we say get all the information, and then if you feel that you are ready to take the vaccine, go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Definitely, share. Definitely. And today, the discussion, because part of this supplementary budget, the consideration of financial papers, number one, the supplementary estimate of $1.9 billion. Part of that had to do with funding for vaccines. And I know you asked some questions to the minister about variants and whether or not we are studying if there are variants and what considerations are made in this budget for that. And of course, they're saying that they have no such thing. They don't know of any other variant in the country.
Yeah.
But strangely, I found it strange that the minister couldn't answer some of the questions asked, especially when it had to do. I know they're talking money here, especially when it had to do with the allocations as it is. He said to Mr. Ganesh Paul that look, we bought the first set, we bought the second set, there's the money. But you have money, you have a line there that says vaccine rollout. And it was very strange. So why you put it there if you're not allocating any money to it?
Yeah. Randy, Dr. Box, I think is it? B-U-X. I don't know how you pronounce that. I say Box. Dr. Carpen. You have Dr. Chris Etienne from PAHO have all suggested that there's a COVID variant operating locally, especially Dr. Etienne from PAHO. And part of the reporting that we have been keeping ourselves abreast with, she was of the opinion that it could be a strain that is coming from Brazil, because, you know, Brazil is almost overrun with COVID and our borders are porous, right? And so Frank Anthony, the installed Minister of Health, he was of the opinion that that was news to him. That was not shared with the government first. And so he had asked for an update on that matter. So today, in the National Assembly, when I put the question to him, have you been updated so far? He was all over the place. Have you received the what do you call it? The report? You know, he hasn't answered in the affirmative. And so he said there's a likelihood there could be a variant because of how these viruses mutate and all of that, but nothing definitive. But yet you're hoping to fight COVID comprehensively and effectively, but you're so scare with the information, with the research.
So Mike, yes, Sharon. And you know what I found strange, that the explanations by the minister, the explanations.
Yeah.
And you know what was key to me? He said that they sent some samples somewhere to test whether or not they have. He did not say when this was, you know. This
when
could have been months ago. Yeah. Persons could have come in with the other variant, but you're telling us when you sent this test.
Yeah.
He neglected to say when they sent to find out what would, you know, about whether or not we have variants. So I found his answers lacking. Sharon.
COVID is happening in real time. And Randy, if I can share some of what we've been looking at. We have sent a PPP across this. We have no what do you call it? We have no regrets, right? We have no regrets on that front. We said they are crosses because that is what we know, that they are crosses. And for instance, we have been looking at, you know, several stuff during June alone. Randy, let's walk you through the PPP calamity confusion powder calendar. June 1, you had the Paul Slow issue. By June 2nd, the flood is worsening in places like Region 10. Region 10 right now is a what do you call it? A level 3 on the flood. Whatever you call that, danger markers. It's a level 3, and that's the highest, right? We saw tremendous flooding at places like Rockstone. Now this is a sign that is over 14 feet tall, right? And the water almost covered this sign in Rockstone, right? By June 3rd, we saw the installed Attorney General saying that he's going to disregard the High Court's ruling. He's going to pull 2 chairs to bring these parliamentary secretaries into the House. Well, better sense has prevailed since. And by June 3rd, Randy, we had hit 400 positive COVID-19 cases, right? And then you have the cultural icon there, Daphne Rogers, who worked for many years in this country, you know, curating our cultural experience. They didn't even want to give the woman a funeral at outside at the cultural center. Then you had this installed one at GWI. All this is June, you know, this is now the last 9 months. June 4th, Sheikh Bash, me even know what he doing in government, right? Firing all the people from GWI, right? What is Sheikh Bash doing in government since I was a little boy? Sheikh Bash in government, what is he doing here like Ramsamy and the whole pack of them? Some people want a state funeral. Some of them want a state funeral, right? And who knows, y'all might get it. It's Iran said the people dying in this country, you know. Moving on from that, June 5th, there's a surge in COVID in Region 9, right? And then we know that the PPP now only distributing the people wearing red. The bias. By June 6th, 4 more COVID deaths.
Indeed,
right?
indeed.
June 5th, don't we come past that? You had the fire in the psychiatric hospital. Oh, Father, is one purgatory to the next in this country. Right? It's cross the people cross. Randy, it's cross the cross.
It's just June. You're just talking about June day.
It's just June. Every day, somebody at the edge of your seat with your popcorn and your coke's like, what next, Jesus? Right? You just got to keep your hymn book close to you with that song ready. Nearer my God to thee. You understand me?
Boy.
Nearer my God to thee. Right? Because all of we right now, when the Titanic, you got to hold it taking our water. Right? 2 weeks after the Titanic started taking our water, then Irfan going to realize, oh shit, we got a national disaster here.
National.
By June 7th, we now concede that the flood is among the worst. Right? And by then, we seen the confusion now in Region 7 with their councillors, all the corruption and the thievery, this skullduggery, but that's who they is in the DNA. They're thieves and scams. Right? I'm walking us through very quickly. June 8th, Randy, again, the damning revelations there. Right? And the digging in. By June 8th, again, Randy, the prisoners escape. Well, we know they didn't escape, they walk out.
Walk out like the one who pay a fee. Remember one to pay? One pay a fee and fee release.
Somebody pay. You remember the man said the one asked for money for early release and all of that? So they walk out. Do the mischief and then they capture one back. We hear about the next one. We so busy with other things. I'm certain Guyanese can't believe this is only June 8th. This is not 9 months. Every day is a purgatory. You got to gyrate them. You got to beat them with the manicure. You got to get manicure broom and beat them. Something is wrong with these people. Right? By June 9th, Mahika River is at its highest record and rising. Right? The PPP Region 6, no, it's not Region 6, Region 9 development officer walk away with the whole payroll.
Gone with the money.
The man said things are tight. Bye-bye, see y'all later. He got the whole payroll, you know. The whole payroll, not part. They catch you on the trail coming out. Subsequently, by June 10th, Irfan Ali is secretly now gazetting that it's a national disaster. It's the same day the speaker telling Ganesh, my Paul, your motion to discuss the flood is not urgent.
It's not urgent, yeah.
It is not urgent. By June 11th, which is over the weekend now, a soldier get vexed. The thing gone to his head now, he beat up a horse as a policeman. Sweet Jesus. It's 1 month, it's not even the month and a half yet. Every living day in this country is something. We ain't got June 15th yet. Yesterday now, we saw the demise of our colleague over COVID-19. Right? Because the thing is getting worse. Right? Major shutdown at GPL in terms of power. Every 11 days blackout. They like to go in anytime. A Barry Conservancy spill over. They don't even know what to call it. They spill it over top. It got a leak. I don't know it's what. And then vegetables prices on the market. Randy, we could stay a whole night here.
About it, I was about to tell you, didn't even mention the fact that the prices have skyrocketed and the increase in prices seem as it's going the same way with crime. As crime increase, prices on the market increasing.
Right. And it's Steve the competitive here in the National Assembly now. It's fetch freeway. They come to fetch freeway. The man want $10 billion and they don't know what they're going to do with it. There is no plan. They just give you this money by things tight. And as things happen, we're going to spend. You understand me? This is blue collar crime right in the National Assembly. And I'll be watching on. You understand me? We can't police, but there's no people in the police force.
Things really tight. It's so tight that toilet paper prices gone up. But why you show that picture?
If you see our pants, things tight in this country.
Let's show this post. Right? Pull it up. This is how tight things tight.
Oh Jesus.
It's at the bottom.
Nearer my God today. Nearer my God. That's all we got in this place. Nearer my God. Yeah.
Pull up the picture so the audience can see this. This is how tight things tight.
Oh, Father, you can't.
Toilet paper increase. The other day was soap.
Oh, Father.
It was soap. So you can't bathe. You can't wipe your BT now.
Oh. Well, the people could just, I know the Times paper might be cheaper. They could use that. They could use Chronicle. I don't know.
Yeah, they probably got to use the Guyana Times or the Guyana Chronicle so white because toilet paper gone up. Master guy who might get increasing water pressure because
gone up.
Problems.
A pound of sugar has moved from $80 to $160. It's Mr. Sugar now. It's Mr. Sugar. Well, I just gave up sugar. I never did hot water only now.
Yeah. It's serious. It's real.
And with sugar fetching this price like gold, they have come to the National Assembly for $1.5 billion to give Gaisuko so that they can put sugar now at $400. Sugar and beef kind of the same price. So don't put the meat in this tray, just put a pound of sugar. Sugar and beef is the same price. This is a country. Randy, I say this with the greatest of respect to all the leaders we ever had. I have never felt more like a third world country like now.
And we
you understand?
We producing oil. Don't forget.
Right? And I don't know.
We producing oil.
You just invest in bounty that's sturdier. You use your bounty like toilet paper. You wash it out. You hang out and you recycle. Because I don't know how. Look at this. Right? And we ain't talk about the increase in soap. So you give up soap, now you gotta give up toilet paper.
The other day was soap, now it's toilet paper. You can't bathe, you can't wipe your BT, you can't do nothing.
Right?
What you do? What you gonna do?
Oh, Father. Oh, this is and Ashley promised us what economic dynamism. Since the second budget, economic dynamism. Well, we ain't feeling it. Right? They slash tax from this, they slash tax from that. Might as well they let the taxes because this nonsense here can't fly. Randy's mad this.
I am surprised at all of those things that you listed. And you said just June. We didn't even go back to when they first come in and flooding out people, the squatters, and shooting them.
That's June 13, right? Being talk about the fact that they promised public servants a raise in pay, like 61, 41. Nothing to date. That was since March the budget passed. They come back for more money, which means that money doesn't spend out. That money that was the public servants pay, public servants increase, gone. You understand me?
Real
So
pressure.
look at
Real
this.
pressure.
My Lord. Randy, what else you got for us there? Is house of pressure? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Priya.
I want us to talk about Madam Priya.
Hepatitis. Priya's a hepatitis.
Priya in Parliament posting. This is what she decided to post, because you know what? You guys are asking questions in Parliament of her and her party and her government. So you mustn't ask questions.
Yeah.
You mustn't ask where we getting the vaccine from, how much we pay for it.
Yeah.
Who getting these money? Why these things right? So the Guyanese public must just accept the foolishness.
Yeah, you want 100 billion, you just come and say yes, and we just say yes and sign over.
And then what she did to Sharon, if you don't realize, she said here that the hypocrites who took the vaccine are now quietly encouraging people not to.
You misquoting the woman. The woman said the hepatitis.
Oh, shucks. You see, my brain corrected. The hepatitis.
Yeah, you got an automatic spell check, but Priya missed the part. Priya missing the component. The hepatitis. Right? The hepatitis. This is like people in the Bible, the Jebusites, the Hittites, the hepatitis.
The Hittites.
Minister of Education. So I said in a post on social media, I said, Priya, just take a scholarship and go and get yourself sorted out.
Right? This is preposition Priya. What can you expect?
The hepatitis.
Our nation is in a real terrible situation.
Right? And Randy, if you give me some space there.
Yeah, you have the control, eh?
I want to show you a colleague of, I want to show you, this is not Priya only, no, this is a PPP thing. It's a PPP spelling sickness. Right? It's a PPP spelling sickness. Give me a second to cue it up. It's not really Priya. It's a PPP spelling sickness that I got. Let me bring this. Right? Now, this is the communication specialist that heads up the president's PR team. Right? It's an honor. First, let me give you all a quick English course. Right? It's this here. This it says something has no possession. Right? It with the comma is it is. It's called a contraction, the contracted form of the word.
Teach them.
Two words contract. It is an honor.
Teach.
So you got to get an apostrophe between T and the S. It is an honor. That is the correct English. It is an honor working with a boss. Oh, but well, I don't know.
Who is this person, man? Who is this person?
The head of the president's PR unit.
You lie.
No, I question all the qualifications now, because I know Eugene better than this. Right? It is Ifrat that I know has produced this kind of work. Right? But hold on, it gets better. So she done gone wrong there. Right? It's an honor, apostrophe missing. This is the head of the communication for the president, not of the Bar Association, not of the cricket club in your community, of the cooperative oil producing republic. Working with a boss who loves being in touch with the people and empathizes. I can't even pronounce what she is. It's empathizes. Right? Empathize has an I. You understand me? Empathize has an I. Even if you answer as an English or an American spelling and is as an S and not a Z, right? It still needs an I. Right? So the empathize is misspelled. So you see now, like everybody on the side, English and them at war, It's not them at New AFC, it's them and the English at war. And English are winning, like I tell you now. English are winning. Right?
Oh, my English winning.
You see, if it's up to these people, Randy.
The English beating them, man. The English beating them. That's the problem.
Up to these people, we can be left behind. We can be left behind. You understand how the education system producing some people? You can be left behind.
Shoot. Sure, I enable.
Right? So the head of a PR unit that manages the president PR. This is the production. Right? Taxpayers, y'all can judge if y'all getting value for dollar. I am certain that the Lord lives. Sewell's salary over 400,000 a month. Right? And Sewell alone must have gone home with 5 hampers. I certain. But this is the production, you know, you're seeing, and you can judge whether you're getting value for your dollars. Randy. Right? You're already Randy. Don't be left behind, Randy. Don't be left behind.
Oh God, I was telling you that we needed the bell for that one just now.
Oh yeah. Sewell on the rope.
Sewell on the rope, you need to join it well.
It's an honor. You know, I would say to Priya, take a scholarship for yourself, go back and fix up your spelling and so on, carry Sewell with you. You understand me? And you know, even these scholarships come into question. I saw a young woman get a spot at Howard University. You mean one of these scholarships in this 20,000 is not a full scholarship to Howard? You understand me?
That's Mariah Hamilton, of course. I saw it.
The people got to be squinting for money now. You mean one scholarship in 20,000 is that a full paying one to Harvard? You mean 19,999 scholarship is for Ifrit University? Yeah, Randy. Over to you. I ain't able in tonight.
I ain't able in either.
And we in June, you know, Randy, 13th day of June. We ain't get half June yet, you know, all of this in 1 month. How much more can guy these take? Huh?
I don't know. But sure, here's the thing. Here's the deal tonight. Whenever you hear the bell, we gotta change the topic. Because we can't continue and pray them, right?
So, just before you hit the bell, every what you call it, every hamper should get some blood pressure tablet for this government. Should get some NutriPlus for your nerves. Because at this rate here, if it's hypertension or something like that, or you just lose your faculties, right? And if you go to the psychiatric place, it might burn you out, so you don't even know where you're safe. Is either COVID going to carry this hypertension, is any number of things.
All right, Sharon. Let's go. Hold on. We tried to the announcer ain't ring the bell yet. We gotta change the topic. We have to change the topic.
Right there, Randy. Right there.
Bell ring. Let's talk about ropes and Ben now.
Bell ring.
Ropes and Ben.
Oh Lord, Bringsley, Horatio, ropes and Ben. Well, in Bringsley, COVID hamper should got some time, right? Some energy C, right? Bringsley going $1 for $1. $1 for $1. One. That's how Bringsley operate. I don't know how some people still in politics again, since there's a little by no ropes and Ben in politics. Right? Some people want to stay at federal. You tell me all them years ropes in politics, he ain't save up a little coffin money yet. He still come for state general? Yeah, Randy.
Well, whether he came for it or not, today he was in Parliament defending a couple $1 million to some motorbikes.
Oh yes.
Some motorcycles. And MP Gita Chandon Edmonds got up and she asked him some questions about how are these motorcycles procured?
You know.
Why were they procured? Who he got them from? And he seemed not to know any of the answers. First of all, he don't know if the tender board approved their sole sourcing, whether the cabinet met and gave their no objection to it. He don't know. She then asked him if he knew that he was in contravention of the Constitution by not going through the right way, the right passage, whatever you want to call the process to procure these motorcycles. He said he doesn't know.
Yeah.
He doesn't know.
And
he don't know why he didn't turn to Anil that was sitting down behind him and said, Anil, well, do the right thing or not? He know.
Yeah. And
What is Ben
folks,
doing?
I hope you guys are sharing this live stream. Don't just watch and consume for yourself. Get like Christians, not a hamper sharing, okay? And you come here gone. Share the live stream. Now, Bringsley is a character because, again, he know a lot of things. You understand me? He even though he's an installed minister, right? And he just going along. He know. 2 budgets later, the last budget passed in March. So it's the biggest budget ever. It's big, but it missed all these bicycles. All these motorbikes, it missed. You understand me? He said it's a keep crime down, but we know crime going up every day. Somebody think getting snatched. They come right now to pull a big crime in the National Assembly and thief all this money here. They want no oversight. Look, madness. They're operating. This is not a country they're operating, You understand me? This is a bottom house shop. You understand me? No planning. No planning. And if there's no planning, I as a father in my house or my wife, we gonna wake up tomorrow and say, girl, what are we gonna cook? Say, well, we ain't buying nothing, we ain't planning for the week. Well, listen, you run down the corner quick and buy a half pint rice, right? Buy a quarter pound beef and a half pound potato and let me see what we get. That's what happening here, Right? The biggest budget ever a couple months ago was a wallet. You eat out everything and now you come back.
Let's break this down for the audience, Sherrod, because we want to give them some context.
Yeah.
This supplementary budget is supposed to be for things that are unforeseen, urgent, and unplanned.
Yeah.
Now, the MP asked the minister, how come buying motorcycles is unforeseen and unplanned? He said he got up, and this is how he tried to defend it. He said that it is unforeseen because when they got into government, the APNU AFC had left the police force depleted of these things. Now, you know what is strange about that? Is that you passed 2 budgets already since the APNU gave it the power. 2 budgets passed.
And the last 4 years is the biggest.
Right. So you had a chance to plan 1 budget. You only include the motorcycles. The second budget, you only include the motorcycles. So now you come in and say that the APNU AFC ain't buy it?
Yeah.
When you had 2 budgets and you didn't include it?
Yeah.
That make any sense?
You get down in age and you see you got comorbidities and all kind of worries, all that affecting them, They don't come to work for people in this country, state funeral to come for.
It's sad that to think that he would proffer that answer when they passed 2 budgets. And you still blaming the APNU AFC when you had an opportunity to pass
2 budgets later, you had ample time to cater for the rainy season, for pumps, for tractor, for motorcycle, for high mark. You understand me? But no planning. No planning. But they want to compete with APNU AFC. Look, give us a break. Give us a break, PPP. Give us a break. Right? And so, this is the kind of madness we'll call. And they've already sung the alarm. We're coming back for more money. That's what the Prime Minister said. This 10 billion, right? 10 billion to offset what they think the flood is going to cost. It's just a preliminary estimate. They said we're coming back for more because here is a blank check. You understand me? Here's the blank check, please. You just come here, you take out money. Right? They're coming back for more. Right? And here, Randy. On the COVID question, I just remember what Sukai said. Pauline Sukai, installed minister. Now, Pauline Sukai is a woman who take about $3 million just for dental work. It's a whole car in Sukai mouth. Right? It's a whole car. Right? And if it should take $2 million more, you could put a Prado. Right? So Pauline said, when we asked him question on COVID, why didn't APNU AFC buy COVID vaccines while you were in government? That is Pauline's scholarship after 50 years in National Assembly.
The Minister of Amrin Affairs, right?
Yes, correct.
Said, why didn't the APNU AFC buy COVID vaccines?
Yes, when they were in government.
So she doesn't know when the vaccines were developed.
She said, y'all know everything. Why y'all didn't buy? Why y'all didn't buy vaccines when y'all went in government? This is a sitting minister of a government. Yeah?
That doesn't know when these vaccines were developed. What kind of madness is that? Chair, I keep asking the question. I keep asking the question, Chair. Are these our leaders? Are these the people that representing us? This is a shame.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't AFC buy COVID vaccines by the government. Y'all know about vaccine, y'all know about variant. Why y'all didn't do it? Pauline skin. You understand me? Right? God said we can give y'all a plague. Take Pauline. Take Ben. Right? Take Prime Minister Phillips in y'all tail.
Ben was totally at sea today. Ben said he buying these things to fight crime because crime is down and we want to keep it down.
Yeah.
He won't want to admit that crime is up.
Yeah. You just buy more bikes just in case. You ain't informed by no studies, no nothing, no. That's more motorbike. Somebody got some old junk motorbike, must be reaching the shelf life. And I said, Ben, take a couple off of here now.
But Cheryl, this is the thing. What is key today was the amount of soul sourcing that they're trying to push past. These were the people who shouted the loudest from the veranda about transparency and soul sourcing. It was the APNU AFC. They're the people, the Public Procurement Commission. They're sending people home from it. They're trying to deplete that organization. Now they're coming to the parliament and say, look, we buy these things sourcing. Gail come to tell you about some boat that the bill, nobody know. Now we know that boat was procured. So sourcing again, they don't care about transparency.
All of them need to go on a boat and just sail them out. You understand me? You just sail them out in the Atlantic. All of them. No engine. You're giving this boat no engine. Right? It will don't have a lot of dead people. You just sail it out. And you say, good luck. Fare thee well.
Sad. But Chair, as we talk, we know that flooding is still a big deal in a number of regions. Yesterday, I spoke to someone from Region 8. We have images of what's happening in Region 7 as we speak. And, sometimes we don't talk about things or the things come out from the front page, move from the front page, and we believe that they disappear. But these people still are going through this in these regions. Water to their roofs. And we must not forget that this is still happening. The man from Region 7 said, Sherrod, that he ain't seen no assistance from the CDC yet. He ain't know what really going on. He said Pauline Sukai, COVID vaccine, Sukai, said that she came in and she gave out some hampers to some select people. And we see this happening around the country.
The usual
around the country, Sherrod.
Usual modus operandi. Folks, as you're on the live stream this evening, we're talking about all things that are current. We ain't even gone back to May yet. We're just talking about what happened in June last week, over the weekend, during the course of the day.
Yep.
That's what we're discussing. We invite you guys to share the live stream. Thanks for joining us from Twitter and Facebook. Share on Facebook, retweet on Twitter. Subscribe to our channel if you're joining us via YouTube.
Yeah,
Randy, go right ahead.
The leader of the opposition was in Berbice today, Sharon, and there's a specific video about a woman, and what she said was giving you some insight into the experience of persons who are affiliated with or presumed to be affiliated with the APNU AFC or support the APNU AFC. The communities, the villages that are supportive of the APNU AFC are being bypassed. They're being discriminated against, and the people are speaking out. This was an Indian woman who got up and said this. I'm wondering if our operator has that video to pull up now, because it really touched me how she said it. She said, the free money that they were supposed to give us, the public assistance if your husband is a heart patient.
Yeah.
She said during the APNU AFC time we used to get with public assistance.
Yeah.
Now, the minister who's the Minister of Social Service, Vindhya, She said she's asking why they take it away.
Yeah.
Why? I'm hoping that we can pull up that video. It's there, but I think it's sticking. Yeah. Let's pull it down. I'll see if I can share it from my end. It's sticking. Let's pull it down. Right. Let's see if I can share it from my end, share it, because I really want the viewers to see, get a chance to see what she said. I think I have it there. You may have to play it from your end. It's at the bottom.
The point of it, I was being discriminated by the PPP for the 25,000 free money that they giving. They never gave us the money. When my husband went to Freedom House, it's like when you go in a bed. You got to walk with a calabash and cook them movie. You got a calabash and go with it. On the third day, they said they got investigating how long for no need to sell dope for drugs. Or he's a murderer. So they got investigating before Miss Sherry and Bihari. I am not scared they got killed me and I got dead money. Because no use to tag the story and you call the person name who discriminating you.
That's right. Yeah.
She's the chairperson for Kanji. Good banana land. And she's a little pig, but she's a big fat one. I don't know why she had to discriminate us like that. Number two, yeah, I don't want to hear. She take away the man public assistance book. I don't know if she man or this is since the 4th of March and I still waiting. I called the office with Ms. Billion Supplemental and they told me they're going to investigate. What are they going to investigate? We are Ghanaians, we paying tax. As a woman stand up here, I just work for $20 and a bunch of water. My husband is a heart patient. I didn't go and buy the certificate and carry it to Miss Sherry and Bihari. I get it from Youngstown Public Hospital. Why under the coalition government we receive that public assistance money and now we can't get it? And they don't have drugs at the hospital. They don't have nothing in the hospital that to give you. And when you go to the hospital as a heart patient, they call you back next 3 months. So what you're going to use for the next 3 months, we, the coalition in Region 6, are polishing under the PPP, and we are victimizing under it.
Wow, Randy, wow.
Yeah. It's interesting that, you know, she was willing to come forward and share her stories. Not only stories. The $25,000 she ain't get.
Yeah.
They take away her husband public assistance. Right?
Yeah.
She said they ain't get no drugs at the hospital.
Yeah.
All of these things. The woman was fed up basically. She said the suffering are these people.
Chinese. That's what we heard over the weekend, village after village. In Region 6, we fed up of them, right? They come and talk all kinds of flowery things, right? But they can't tell people when they can come back, when will their troubles be over, when will some of their sufferings be alleviated, right? They just come and they talk some nebulous things, some hairy-fairy, flowery words, and then they're gone. You heard the woman set of the president when he was in there in Region 6. A man just jump in the car and gone. Yeah? You know, listen.
Yes.
That's their approach, Randy. Sad to say, but that has been their consistent approach. And the people are weighing them, right? Nobody has given this woman a cue card or notes, talking points. This is
she
how
called
they...
the woman name. She called the woman name at Kanji. She says it the lady at Kanji, the PPP lady at Kanji. She said calling her name because me can't say how if you discriminate me and I frightened for call your name. The Sherry and something, I can't remember what she said. She called the woman name.
Yeah.
They have their activists in the communities highlighting areas and communities that are not supportive of them and discriminating against these people.
And instead of alleviating people's discomforts, they are adding to their burdens.
Yep.
Adding to their burdens, Randy.
Yeah. It's quite sad what's going on. I mean, I know persons are frustrated, Sharon, and we share this information every day. We bring these things to the people. And this, I can feel it in the people today. I had a call-in segment of persons, you hear the frustration in Guyanese voice. What next with this administration? What next?
What is next? And that is why we've been chronicling on our calendar, because every day you wake up and you look back at the days that have passed, you got, what is next, Lord?
What is
right?
next?
Jesus, Shiva, Ganesh, what is next?
Wow.
Right? Ram, what is next? Buddha,
So
what is next?
As we ask what is next for Parliament?
Right? Next for Parliament, it looks as though we're going to be back here on Thursday or sometime during the week, because we are still scrutinizing these estimates, these additional sums they have come asking us for at the National Assembly. We're still going through and trying to get information. Oh, but it's like pulling teeth. It is so painful to have to ask them questions, right? Because everything's a secret for them.
Yeah.
Right? It's like pulling teeth. I know Sukai got expensive teeth, so you got a lot of pulling to do. Right? Your is deeply rooted because of the cost taxpayers have to pay them, to pay for them.
Oh, Father, I can't share.
Our own is fused in. Right? Then you got nut bolts at the bottom and holding them in. It's like it's like them cars holding the Demerara Harbor Bridge in place to them pontoons. It's strong. So imagine trying to dislodge some answers out of Sukai.
Well, I hope for all the money it's well infused.
You understand me? You see, if Sukai had bitten that policeman over the rivers, Jesus. Thank the Lord is only but I can't even thank the Lord because it's wrong nonetheless. It was a Dalrymple bite. Dalrymple on charge yet?
Are you gonna charge you people, Sharon?
These many months later, Dalrymple that bite the policeman. You understand me? So I don't know if Ben come to ask for these motorbikes to go and look for Dalrymple to keep down that kind of biting.
Ben has so much problems. So many problems.
Left, right, and center. Left, woe after woe. What next? That's how you gotta make a asking, Lord, whatever they're bringing today, protect me.
Sharon, I want to juxtapose that as we come down on program time. I want to juxtapose all of the problems that we have highlighted. You've just listed June. But we had today is 316 days of this fraudulent administration. 316, right? And we can every day we can tell you all the craziness that happened.
Yeah.
All of what is happening in Guyana. Crime, everything. But the Attorney General found it fit to come and read a motion in Parliament about what happened in 1983 and to amend a death certificate from 1983.
Yeah.
With all that is happening in the country.
And while that could be important for other people, it's not urgent.
Exactly. But we can't talk about the flood, but let's talk about what happened in 1983 to Walter Rodney. But the people who are in Region 7 and Region 8 who houses underwater, don't let's talk about that.
He said the motion on the flood was not urgent. Was not.
Juxtapose that. That is the leadership that we have. That is the people that are running the country, Sharon.
Man, Randy, that is not leadership. That's something else. It's not leadership. Don't be embarrassed leadership to that. Right? Leadership is something I think sacrosanct. It's something to aspire to. It's something noble. That is not leadership. That is confusion powder.
Yeah, that's what it is.
The Rodney family deserves, I think, redress and closure.
Indeed.
Right? I am not too knowledgeable of that period. I'm a good reader, and I can read and try to understand what transpired in 1980 when Dr. Rodney lost his life. I'm inspired by his life. I'm inspired by his work.
His works, yeah.
I'm inspired by his scholarship, right? And I would say anybody who has lost their life by any unfortunate means need closure. Their family, Saturday Assault family needs closure too. All they've got is some agricultural institute in the middle of the Linden Suicide Highway with his name on it. But his family needs closure. His
Ronald
family needs a COI. Ronald
Waddell's family needs closure.
Kwame Wing.
Courtney Kwame Wing family needs closure. All of these people. But we are in the National Assembly debating things that are urgent, of national importance, and you're going to say to the opposition, look, the flood isn't urgent, but let us talk about 1980.
Yeah.
Let's have a call. Let's talk about 1980.
Yeah, let's pause. Let's pause and talk about 1980.
But the people who need immediate help in the regions, their matters are not urgent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sad.
Wait.
Gotcha.
Wait. Randy, how are we on the COVID front? Do you have any numbers for today?
I saw we had four more deaths today, Shed. I am not aware of the number total, but we had four more deaths today. Of course, we didn't talk about that accident that claimed some lives today. I know we've been asking persons to be careful on the road as we use the roadways. But road fatalities. We spoke about the 12-year-old girl the other day, and we can only implore persons to be safe on the road. We can't have COVID killing our people and we being wild on the road.
Randy, on that front with the 12-year-old girl, I am so sad by that for so many reasons. I didn't follow the accident today, right? I didn't follow it today. I haven't seen that as yet. But our thoughts and prayers go out to those persons who will have lost their lives, their families, and so on, their friends. Our thoughts and prayers with them. Those persons who are now COVID-19 positive, y'all take whatever is the regimen for COVID-19 positive person. We want y'all to recover as soon as possible. That 12-year-old girl who lost her life in that accident, I learned over the weekend. My son is 12. He's going to be 13 in August. And you start living yet at 12, right? That man was taken to court and paid 20,000 Guyana dollars in fine, $100 US.
What?
Over the weekend, it was reported $100 US, and you killed somebody, 20-year-old child. Folks, let me tell you something.
12-year-old.
I'm going to go and sit down at Camp Street comfortable after I finish doing what I got to do. You're not killing my 12-year-old child and paying the state 20,000 Guyana dollars, $100 US. Something is wrong with that, right? And
something is wrong with that.
Those are the things we're discussing in the National Assembly, right? Not only things that happened 20, 30 years ago. Those are the things also. You understand?
I know that our you might not know. I know you were discussing the 12-year-old child, but you might not know that she is the cousin of one of our colleagues. I call her colleague, our colleague Lydia Williams, who did the update show with Latoya that during the elections time. I don't know that you know that.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Remember Lydia and Latoya used to do the update shows.
And that is the thing, Randy. We don't concern. I don't know if that girl is PPP. I didn't know if she's apnea. I don't know who should parents, the lineage, and so on.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that up until a few days ago that it was one of our colleagues.
You understand me? As a parent, as a human being. Right? A man could kill your 12-year-old child and go and pay $20,000. Not 20,000 US. Not 20,000 yen. 20,000 Canada. $100 US. And you go home. I am mad in this country, man. You see why we there with floods and all this? That's atonement for we sins.
Right, sir.
Yeah, and folks, as we go, we encourage you guys to sanitize, social distance, wear your mask. Even if you're vaccinated, you're still encouraged to practice all of the COVID-19 protocols. in place for your health, your safety, those of your friends and your loved ones.
Definitely. Sharon?
Final words go to you, Randy.
Final words of I have no more words. I'm just shocked at what played out in Parliament today. Listening to the folks in Parliament there. But it's shudder to think that these are the people who are in control of our country. Shudder to think that is it. That's the level of our representation. Yeah. Quite sad.
Yeah. Randy, thanks for spending this time with me this evening.
Yeah, man.
Much appreciated. Stay safe, guys.